Hey, it's me, Stu Helm, the food fan, and I am here at Food Fan Headquarters with another exciting episode of Food Fans HQ. These are my co-hosts, the houseplants, and there's a new guy here, Peace Lily. He only shows up once a year, so Dawn wanted me to put him on the show so that you guys could get a look at old Peace Lily there. And that back there is my kitchen where I cooked a few things this weekend, believe it or not. I actually mostly reheated some stuff that we had delivered by Valet Gourmet. But anyways, let's see. Today I'm going to talk about brunch. Y'all know I've been going to brunch like every weekend. It's a brutal job, but somebody's got to do it. And I'm giving you guys the rundown on all the brunches in town. By the end of the year, I'll have been to all of them. I hope. I don't know how many there are. But this weekend I went to Doe. No, I didn't. Doe went out of business, but I'm just drinking out of their cup. This weekend I went to Lab, Lexington Avenue Brewery. No, I didn't go there either because I did go there, but they were closed. I was there at 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Thought I'd grab some brunch with good friend Leslie, but they were closed. They didn't open till noon, and I'm sorry, Lab, but noon is lunchtime. So you're open for lunch on Sundays. I might go back for your lunch and see if it's brunchy enough for me to mention in my month of Brun Days articles that I'm writing for ashvegas.com, which is the whole point of me going to brunch every weekend. But anyway, so Lab was closed, and I ended up going with good friend Leslie. We went up to Rhubarb, and I just happened to know that they were open because my friend Chef Joe Scully, who is my co-host of AVL Food Fans, my audio podcast, he and his lovely wife Vanessa and some of his in-laws he told me they were going to Rhubarb, and so I knew they were open. We saw Joe and his family, but we didn't impose ourselves on them. They were having some family time, and they were like halfway through brunch anyways by the time we showed up. Anyways, Leslie and I sat down, and we had a very nice brunch at Rhubarb. I want to say, first of all, that our server was great. He was pretty straightforward. He wasn't over-ingratiating. He wasn't under-ingratiating. And he had a smile, and he seemed like he was a real guy, and he was great. And then I want to say that the food was also really good. Now, the food didn't blow my mind like some of the brunches I've been to. Ambrosia Bistro up on Merriman kind of blew my mind, and so did Posano, which is right next door to Rhubarb, kind of blew my mind a little bit, not just with the food, but with the presentation and everything. And I would have to say that maybe the letdown, if there was one at Rhubarb, was kind of the presentation. You can see my pictures on Facebook, and it doesn't look like much. Not that shit has to be pretty to taste good, because this stuff certainly tasted great, and it was not ugly, but it just wasn't like Posana. Boom, they fucking style it out. But anyways, but we're not talking about Posana, are we? We're talking about Rhubarb, and I want to recommend brunch at Rhubarb, and one of the reasons for my recommendation is the food is very good, the atmosphere is really good, and the service, as I mentioned, is great. But also the price point on brunch at Rhubarb was pretty good, I thought. My dish, which was called a sausage patty melt, and it had some cheese sauce on it, and it had a house-made sausage patty and an egg and a house-made English muffin and a side salad, which you guys know I like to get a little side salad at brunch or breakfast, and it was all very good, and I left full. I even left behind a couple of bites of the English muffin, so no problem there on fullness factor, and it was only $10. And that's a pretty good price for something as high quality as what I got, I thought. And then the cup of coffee was only $3, which you guys might be like, $3 for a cup of coffee, I'm paying $1.50 at the Waffle House. Whatever, this ain't the motherfucking Waffle House, and this ain't Royal Cup Coffee. This was, I can't remember the name of the roaster. I'll try to find it out when I write my piece for Ash Vegas. But it was great coffee, and it was basically a bottomless cup. Our server refilled mine 3 times, and same with Leslie, I believe. And so I felt like that was a good value. It was $13 plus tax plus tip. I was out of there for $18, and I thought that was pretty good for the level of service, the level of decor, being able to eat right downtown, and for the quality of the food, which was very, very good. I can't, I kind of started out by saying it didn't blow my mind. And honestly, it didn't blow my mind. But it was really good. So I do recommend it. I'll be going back. And you may have noticed I am now sheriff of this town. My friend Scott McGillicuddy from West Wellbred Bakery, he made me sheriff of Asheville. So clean this town up a little bit. All right, well, that's another exciting episode of Food Fans HQ, not to be confused with AVL Food Fans, which is my audio podcast. It just voices me and Joe Scully talking about food with Lucy Murphy from Independent Restaurant Association. And that you can find that at avlfoodfans.com. You can find Food Fans HQ on YouTube, where I have a playlist that has them all, and I'm trying to do like one a day on the weekdays. I took a few days off, whatever. All right, thanks guys, thanks House Plants, thanks Peace Lily, we'll see you in about a year, and thanks Kitchen, I'll see you in a little bit. All right everybody, bye.